and get a psychic answer. Give you that deep and spiritual insight into either something that's going on around you, whether it's family, career, relationships, or anything else. Please try not to ask questions to do with finance and fertility. We're not really allowed to answer questions like that. So, but all the rest, there's so many other questions out there, isn't there, that go on. So, yeah, you can pose your question and it's for free. And if you want to jump the queue, if you've got an urgent question tonight, you can come on and go onto the Purple Hearts membership site. If you haven't made yourself a member already, please do. It's free. And then you can pose your question. And if you want to jump the queue, then if you pay the premium, you will get a little bit more time plus an extra card and you skip the queue. Sounds like a good idea to me. So the dark nights are drawing in, and I hope you're all getting ready for the autumn and the lead up to Christmas. I have been rewiring my broomstick for Halloween, so let's have a look and see who's sent the first question in. I do have a range of cards here. I am a psychic medium, and I have been doing this for well over 23 years. So let's have a look. Thank you for trusting me with your questions, because I know a lot of you send a lot of questions in. And thank you for telling your friends about it, because I've had people who've told other people about it who have come on board. So really, really nice. So thank you for that. So tonight we've got Kaza. So good evening, Kaza. And Kaza is asking, am I staying in this job and the bad boss leaving? Or will there be new opportunities for me elsewhere? Right, Kaza. Let's link into your energy. Let's have a look and see, Kaza. Will you be staying in this job? First of all, let's ask. Well, first of all, it's telling me you're going to be sailing away from difficulties in the next 6 weeks. Okay, how that transpires, we'll have to have another little look. There is something new around you, but something. When I get the Empress, it's a new project. So it's not. It doesn't feel like a new job, but it feels like maybe a new project, something you're starting. You could even be seconded into something here. You're a little bit stressed out about it. Try not to, but there's a transformation coming, and there could well be. I'm just having a further look at clarifying this. There could actually be something nice that you're going to be doing. I feel it's you that's moving on. Okay. I'm not entirely convinced it's a new job. It could be something. Do you work in? You don't say what you do, but I've got in some way where you care for people, whether you, whether that's the NHS or whether it's. I mean, even hairdressers are carers because they look after people when they're talking to them when they're doing the hair. So there's anything where you're caring for someone. You're a little bit sort of not sure. However, there is a change come November. 6 weeks from now. Oh, that takes me to November. So, but what I do want to say to you is I want you to take a very careful look at this card. Now, this is my card for Christmas, right? It is the Star card. It is one of the most beautiful cards in the pack. It's all about renewal, rebirth, really getting things going again, happy, contented, full of excitement. So I do feel that whatever the change is that's coming in will lead to a really, really good Christmas. So I don't feel worried. I just feel you just have to, maybe you're a little bit apprehensive about the change, but don't worry. Go with the flow, Kaza. But I do feel it will be you that will be moving forward and leaving the boss behind. Okay? Lots of love and thank you for your question. Right, okay, so let's have a look and see who's next. I just want to acknowledge there's quite a few of you on the YouTube channel. Thank you and welcome to the show, to Ask Anne. This is our 27th show. Not that I'm counting. I'm just going to have a quick look. Mildred Richardson, Diane McFarland, Diane says, I'm sure I've come across you somewhere before. You more than likely have, Diane. I've been 19 years on TV, radio, worked around the UK. So I've got about a bit over the years. What I will say to you, and wandering star crystals. So this is let me just explain how it works. So if you guys can go to www.asktheanswer.com, and there on the screen will pop up the Purple Hearts Club. Make yourself a member. It's free, and then you can send your question that way. If you want an answer tonight, then go the premium route, which will be £3, but you'll get extra time and you'll get an extra card and you'll jump the queue. Okay. If not, it will just go into the queue that I've got here and they'll answer it, if possible, this week if I can get through them all. So that's how we do it. So I'm not ignoring you, but thank you for being on here. It's really nice to see you there. Right, okay, so I hope that's cleared that up for you, giving you some direction. Diane says thank you. You're welcome, Diane. You're welcome. You probably have seen me somewhere before. I've been around a bit. Right, okay, we have the next is from Margaret. Right, Margaret. Margaret says, I have lost my beloved cat and I wonder if she has passed over the Rainbow Bridge and if she is okay. Right, Margaret, I need to pull an angel card. Let me just have a look. I wonder if she's okay. So I do see a cat. Now, I want to say, obviously, this is just another text message. But I do feel a black and white cat. Now, if it's your cat, then go back further because there's a black and white cat there. There is another cat in spirit. I feel there's two cats that are in spirit that have been around you, and one being Ginger. But the black and white cat seems to come across. And I also feel, as I'm linking, Margaret, with your lovely cat, can I just say I'm getting some kind of condition all down here, the throat. So I'm getting a really, really bad throat. So it feels as if she would have had problems swallowing or keeping things down before she passed. I do feel she's not on her own in spirit world. I do feel there's this other cat, and whether we know, you can validate this. More of a ginger cat here, and I'm jumping up and down and playing, very playful. So whatever was ailing her has gone, okay? So I'm going to pull an angel card for you. And what we've got here is trust your intuition. You've got ideas and inspiration here. So did she inspire you to do something different? Has she inspired you? Because the angels are saying there should be some inspiration from her being with you. And to trust your own intuition where she's concerned. Because I actually feel as if you will feel her either walking across the bed or feeling her brush up against your legs. Don't worry, it will be her, right? But I do feel she's there, and I do feel she's safe and sound, and I do feel she's happy as Larry, and I do think she's not on her own, okay? Difficult because it's only one way. I can't get your voice vibration with this, but let me know if that's right. But I'll send all love, okay? And healing for you too. Lots of love. Right, okay, so that was Margaret. I'm just going to clear that off my board. And okay, so just to let you know, Tina Felton on YouTube, Can You See Me? Tina and Lisa Daniels, if you can go to asktheanswer.com and make yourself a member, it's free. Then you can pose your question. We do have a premium rate, which you can skip the queue, but otherwise put your question in and it will come up on my other laptop I've got here. So I can't read them off there, but I can do if you do ask that question and go to asktheanswer.com, make yourself a member. It's free, okay? Right, we've got Alfie next, and they say, can you look into my situation with a woman named Anna? And she's an Aries. Thank you for putting some extra energy in there. We've had a couple of casual encounters, but I feel a really strong connection to her. So let's have a look at Anna. How does Anna feel about you? Well, stick with it. Stick with it. Looking at this is really nice. I feel as if she looks at you as somebody who is quite stable and sound. And I do have a breakthrough coming in the next 2 weeks. Let me just get the card here. I'm going to get my love cards out. So everything looks really good. So let me see what she's thinking and feeling. She is just watching and looking and assessing the situation. It's almost like you've got the sunglasses card here, which talks about you can't quite see her eyes and what's going on, but she can see you. Yeah. Let's have a look and see. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying each other. I do feel you've got nothing to worry about. I think if you just sit back and just let the energy flow between you, there's more to unfold. And if you see this card, she will recognize that what you've got is quite special, and there's a celebration in some way where you two are coming together. So, absolutely. Do you have a wedding to go to, Alfie? I've got a wedding invitation around you. So you get married, I've got a wedding invitation. Lots of love and thanks for your question. Right, okay, so let's have a look and see who's next. On my list here, we've got Kevin. Hello, Kevin, how are you tonight? What does the future hold for me, especially in regards to my career? Right, what does the future hold for you, Kevin, especially where your career is concerned? Let's have a look and see. Okay, so you've arrived. Right, okay, I'll start at the beginning. Take things slowly, it's saying everything in moderation. Don't rush out of your work, don't rush into things. There's a little bit of drama around you, but it's saying take your time, don't respond quickly, just take your time, think things over. You are coming to a pathway that splits in two. So you are going to have some kind of decision to make as to which way to go, all right? Either I go off in that direction or I go off in that direction. This seems like a decision. And I do feel there will be a celebration around you where that's concerned. You are being quite prudent, careful, grounded. You're not letting the situations run away with themselves. So there's a nice sense of groundedness here. And what a lovely card to get. So this would class as a promotion or a lot more money coming in or a new opportunity for you to grow, okay? So things are looking up for you, but there will be an important decision as to which way you want to go, okay? Lots of love and thank you for your question, Kevin. Right, okay. Belinda Hawkins and Garrett and Carla. Hello to everyone who is watching. Just to let you know, I can't answer questions off here, but if you go to www.asktheanswer.com and make yourself a Purple Hearts member, it's free. You can then pose your question and it will come onto my other computer that I've got here. People have already left questions, okay? If you don't want to be at the back of the queue and you want to skip the queue, then you can go the premium route. It's £3. You get a little bit extra time, plus you also get an angel card with it. Okay, so hope that's fine with everybody there, okay? So who have we got next? We've got James. So James is saying, I have been close to Kirsty, birthday the 28th of July 1992, for nearly 4 years. I love her, but unsure of what is going to happen or her thoughts. Right, James, let's have a look. She's the 28th of July, August, she's a Leo. Right, Leos can be very deep. Let's have a look and see. Very playful, but very deep at times. She says she's working on it. You've got the hammer. She's working on it. She feels to be, if you're feeling unsure, she's feeling unsure, okay? But I feel she's feeling unsure because of past experiences. She does like you, okay? She's just being cautious around you, right? I know after 4 years, you would think, well, what's the matter? But this is just her insecurities. So let's have a look and see. Celebrations or a birthday around you, because I have a celebration here. And she's still going to take it slow. And my guys have just said she's got her head screwed on, this girl. She's not doing it on purpose. She's just being. She's really happy with the situation, right? But I feel as if you have to. Okay, so Spirit is saying you have to not wait for her to do more. You have to have that conversation with her about how you like her, what you would like for the future, and could she give you some feedback? Because I feel as if we're at the point where we need to have this conversation, all right? And try and listen to what she's saying. But Spirit are actually saying to me that you need to broach this, and otherwise you will sit there for another 4 more years, right? So don't be frightened. Don't be fearful of doing that, okay? You need the clarity in order to move forward. And that's what they're saying to you, okay? Lots of love. Thank you for sending your question in. Okay, so we have Sammy next. Hello, good evening, Sammy. Sammy says, I have known George since 2009, only as friends. In August, as we are now both single, we met for coffee and hit it off. Oh, that's sweet. We have been seeing each other ever since. Can you see this leading to a relationship? Let's have a look and see. Sammy and George. Is there a relationship on the cards for Sammy? Let's have a look. Shuffle the cards and put your energy into the cards. Is there a relationship there for Sammy? There is a chemistry there, okay? I do feel as if there's a chemistry there. It does show me sort of the Hanged Man feeling stuck, but that could be the prior sort of story. And it's also saying to me, trust your intuition, okay? I do feel you're just building that balance. There's a lovely friendship connection here. He seems to be quite in control. Nice. Let's have a look and see. And he may have quite a heavy workload here. But I do feel the attraction is there because I've got the moon in between the two of you, okay? But also it can be a bit illusionary, okay? So make sure that you are both talking about the same thing from the same page. One could get a little bit misunderstood. I keep getting balance. Right, okay, when's this coming in? How long did you say? August. I've got 3 months here, you see. August, September, October. Right. By the end of this month, we move forward. Okay? As with all connections, it takes time to build and we're not in a rush. So I want to say after this month, then things should start to move forward for you, okay? Makes sense. Thanks very much for your question. Okay, so let's move on to the next. We've got Jeanette. Let's just, before I go to Jeanette, I've spoken Mildred. Mildred says, doesn't know how to connect. Are you in Canada? No, can't see. Mildred, go to the top and just type that in and the website will come up. Start with that, okay? And then follow what it's telling you from there. Right, okay. But stay tuned, Mildred. Stay tuned. We've got Jeanette. I am in love with a man named John. His date of birth is the 14th of the 11th, 14th of November. So he's a Scorpio, 64. I sent him a text message to ask him out to lunch. On the 9th of October, do you see him saying yes to that? Thank you. That's nice, Jeanette. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Is it a yes? Maybe or no. So will John say, I have to say, I do beg pardon. The fact that I'm sneezing on it, when we sneeze on something, it's usually a yes, okay? And I don't know where that came from. So, let's have a look and see. Is he going to say yes? Oh, nice. Anything blocking it? No. Right, okay, so I'm going to go with the sneeze. There's your sun card, right? There he is. We've got the sun god Apollo in the cards there. But this is a man who's really delighted with your offer and someone who will say yes. And it will be a lot of fun. And there's a lot of, I don't know if it's you or him, there's a lovely sense of family feel around this relation, this connection. And he will be quite open with you, okay, about his emotions and feelings. So I would say, yeah, I don't think you've got a problem with that. I'd be very surprised if you don't. Let's put it that one. Right, okay. So, well, I'm Mildred's in the USA. Thank you, Mildred. Lots of love to you in the USA. Right, okay. So let's have a look and see what we've got next. We've got Jessica. Jessica says, could you look into areas of love and work, please? Both these paths are a bit of a dead end. Right, okay. Try and only do one question at a time, Jessica, so we'll see what comes up first. That's more for a reading. Just to remind you that I will be logging on. I do this for an hour. This show is an hour long till 8 o'clock. And then by the time I've just downloaded everything and then I get on the phones, I will be available to speak to after this show. And I'm on for another hour. So I am around tomorrow night as well. So if you want to come on board and ask me a question, then I will be on the phone lines so we can look further into it. This is just what I call a demo. It's, you know, when you buy the little paint pots because you don't want to buy the big pot of paint to see if it resonates with you. That's exactly what this is. It's just there to see, how do I feel about that? Does that make sense to me? And then if that's the case, that's the green light to go ahead and pick up the phone and get a deeper insight into what's going on. Right, Jessica says, right, we've asked that. Love and work. Let's see what comes out first. I do feel as if you've been upset. Jessica, I need to go with your love life here. Because what I've got is there is somebody in the background keeping an eye on you who admires you, somebody that's not stepping forward, or maybe somebody you know from the past is just what you're up to these days. And then I've got a new pathway, okay? I have two other men here, right? This would this would need a bigger reading. You probably understand what I'm talking about. I don't. It's your life, right? But I do have. Well, I've got every sign bar the air sign. Oh no, he's there as well. I've got four. So I've got a lot of men around you, and I've got a lot of switching topsy turvy. It's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster for you, ending in tears. But what I do have is somebody who is going to step forward and really sit and chat with you and understand what you've been through. And there's a bit of a celebration, and you feel quite pleased with yourself for the way you've handled this. And there is happiness and contentment coming, okay? So all I can say to you, it's only talking about work. Take the opportunities that come in front of you, all right? And then go with the flow, because destiny is going to lead you to the right person, all right? Lots of love, and thanks for your question. Right, now just say Maria Frias, greetings from Western Australia, Perth. Greetings, thank you for joining. Right, okay, let's see what we've got next. We have Margaret. There we go. Next up, Margaret. Let's have a look. Let's see. Margaret says, I have been seeing a guy, his name is Bill, birthday is the 23rd of October, 55. It's the first relationship since my husband passed, and I need a little reassurance. Oh. Well, can I tell you, in the main, Spirit would be thrilled to bits that you're taking that plunge. Yeah, they don't intend for you to stay true to them after they've passed, because you've got your life to live out. Right, okay. Let's have some reassurance. Let's have a look at Bill. So Bill is a gentleman who is very proud of what he's achieved so far in life. He's somebody who has got a very good moral code, okay? He could have worked his way into a position, or maybe retired now, but when he did, he had a lot of authority and a lot of respect. I do feel he wants to be close to you, okay? I do feel there is a connection. The moon here talks about, passion and connections. He's a little bit unsure himself, so he's taking his time. Let's have a look and see. And it feels as if you maybe not, he feels as if you're maybe not giving as much emotionally to the relationship. So to be sure, make sure you send him compliments and delve a little bit deeper with him, because that seems to be where his head is at the moment. But I see this could be really nice, very, very nice. I think he's a decent man, right? But just show him a little bit more that you're interested, or a few more compliments. Just needs something to bite his teeth into to know that he's winning you over. Okay? I feel quite chivalrous with it, actually. So he seems a really nice guy. So thank you very much, Margaret, for sending your question in. Okay, let's have a look. So we have Christine next. Hello, Christine. How are you? I have also accepted a new job to start on Monday. Will this be a good move? I've got a feeling this is Kaza. I'm kind of leaning to the way you've answered the question because I answered at the very beginning about you moving on. So if that is the case, Christine, are you Kaza? I have also accepted a new job to start, which makes me feel you asked the first question. Right, okay. Is this job a good move for you? Let's just have a look at this. Let's just have a look, Christine. Is it a good move for you? Christine, you have all the tools, you have all the gifts. There's the magician. A little bit of magic coming your way. You have everything you need to do this job, right? Everything you need. You've got all the skills. You will feel quite settled after a month, okay? You will feel quite able to put down foundations because you've got everything. Give yourself 6 weeks and you'll be sailing away from any worries that you may be thinking you're not good enough or whatever. Just don't do that, right? Because you're going to be absolutely fine. It does say take things in small steps, but I do see you'll be absolutely fine. Give yourself a chance. That's what Spirit's saying. Give yourself a chance. All right? So, yes, you will be fine. Right, okay. We've got Rosalind next. And Rosalind said, it looks like my house purchase might fall through again. Oh, Rosalind, today, it's taken us 18 months we finally got ours to us, and my heart goes out to you. Can you see an end to this endless nightmare? And it is an endless nightmare. My heart goes out to you. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to get my Thoth deck for you because they're the nits and grits of a situation. Right, Thoth deck. Let's have a look at Rosalind's property. What's the advice and guidance? What is the advice and guidance? You were saying it's looking like it's going to fall through. I've got the worry, but I've also got stability and I've also got a happy outcome, right? Who's banking with the NatWest? Because I've got this here as well. Is it you? Is it them? But what I will say to you is, I do have a good outcome here. And then it's done with. I don't think this is all over yet because we do have a really, really good card. And we do have the Death card, right? Which is the end of the situation. Transformative. It's not the end of, it's not sort of, I don't feel like it's falling through, right? Because you're going to be you're going to be really busy moving. So you might have to move quite quickly in the end. Look at the speed on this is speed and the Chariot, right? So I would say to you, just don't buy into the fear, right? Don't buy into the fear. Let me just ask one more question as to when. End of November. There you go. And good news in 9 days, right? Really good news in 9 days, a wish being granted. Yeah, you're in November. 11th month. Don't give up just yet. Don't buy into it. Okay? Don't sabotage it. Lots of love. Right, okay. Let's have a look, we'll see. We've got Becky Rowe. We have Cheryl Murray. I can't answer questions off direct. I can see you, but I can't answer the questions there. I do have a whole list of questions here. What you would need to do, ladies, is go to www.asktheanswer.com, okay, on your laptop or your phone, right? And then it'll come up Purple Hearts Club. Make yourself a member. It's free. And then you can ask your question there, and it will come up onto my other laptop here. If you want to jump the queue, because we've got 20 minutes left, and you don't want to wait till next week, then if you go the premium route, where you get extra time and extra card, then it will come to the top of my screen, and I will get to see your question. Okay. There's also underneath here, you can text your name and your question to 07700 152500, and that's just for the UK. So if you're in the UK, use that to text across as well. But if you're in the States or anywhere else, then use the website above there. Okay. Right, so we've got Melissa says, Sam, Aquarian, said he didn't want anything serious. Where do you see it going between us? He doesn't want anything serious. Right, okay. He doesn't want anything serious. You need to be careful, Melissa, right? Because I think it could be a bit fast and furious at the beginning, all right? Or it really gets heated up and it really gets a lot going on. But he's juggling things around here, okay? So he's not making a commitment. He doesn't want the pressure of a relationship, right? Doesn't want to be thinking of two people, doesn't want to be accountable to someone, just wants a good time, okay? And yeah, if you give him that, that's exactly what you will have, but you have to protect your own emotions here. Will he give in? Not anytime soon, because he can be quite stubborn, and what he says goes. I think you would look at least 4 months, if this is still going on, to review it and then ask the question again. But at the moment, he's not in it for anything other than, a bit of fun. Yeah? And if you're up for that, that's absolutely fine. Do not put your emotions into the ring, because that's when things start to go a little bit AWOL. Have fun. That's what it is. Treat it as that. Detach. Don't let your emotions get in the way. Okay. Lots of love, and thank you for your question. Okay. Right, we also have Yvette here. So hello, Yvette. Yvette says, my whole life feels like it's in turmoil. Family, money and health. Is this negativity going to improve soon? Okay. The only way you can deal with this, Yvette, is to break it down and start with one thing at a time. That's all you can do. Don't try to do everything all at once. It just needs you to prioritize what is important to you and how you're going to do that. So let's have a look and see. Is this negative going to improve soon? And there you are in the middle. Everything around you is going nuts, right? That's the struggle and the hard work and how difficult you're finding it. You're looking over the hill. When is it going to get better? Okay. Not quite just yet. I want to say I've got in around about 3 weeks. I don't know what star sign you are. I've got a very strong lady. Look at this. Whether you're Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I have a very strong lady coming in to help or support you, unless you are that lady. And there is lots of conversations. The sport, I feel it's support. There's lots of conversations and the will to get some of this fixed, and then comes the good news, right? New emotional beginning. There's a lot going on. Are you looking at moving further out or traveling? Yes, it's hard work when you have to make changes, but the universe needs you to make changes. This isn't being sent to you just for fun, right? This that's going on around you at the moment, and I know there's sadness here, but this that's going on around you at the moment is showing you that whatever path you're on, you don't need to be on anymore, okay? But sometimes we have to make sacrifices, and I do believe We do have to make some sacrifices in order to get to where we are. But let go of the desired outcome and go with the flow, because you know what? There's some absolutely brilliant good news coming in for you. All right? Absolutely. Well, that's what I will say. So, if something isn't working and continues to not work, walk away from it. Yeah? Best advice somebody gave to me years ago. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. We can't make it be. And sometimes it's not nice, but the universe shows us things in a strange way to make us realise a little bit further down the line. Do you know what? I get what it was trying to tell me now. But we can usually only see that with hindsight. So go with the flow, all right? Step back from the drama and go with the flow. Okie dokie, that's thank you, Yvette. Right, okay, so we have Justin next, and Justin says, the Cancerian, Justin the Cancerian. I would like a general reading. Feel I need guidance on my next steps in life. Right, okay. What are your next steps in life, Justin? What's your next steps in life for Justin? Oh, that wants to come out. Justin, it says be strong, okay? And boldly push the boundaries, okay? You have the strength of character to get through things. And this is saying, this lady walks with a lion. She's tamed a lion. You will overcome any obstacles, right? Now, that's what it's giving you on a more of a strength basis. Perseverance gets you what you want. Okay, so there's a ring to these two cards. Something is going to be offered to you, which will mean you'll have to take a very important decision, but it will bring you good news. You're overjoyed here. I've got within the next 6 to 8 weeks. So, important decision around an offer coming in between 6 to 8 weeks. But it's saying, be bold, be brave, because you can do it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Justin. Right, okay, where are we now? We're at Jill. We have, hi please, can you tell me what went wrong with myself and Neil? His star sign is Aries. Will we ever get back together, and will I hear from him again? Okay. Mr. Aries, what went wrong with Mr. Aries? What went wrong? Oh, straight out the back. There he is. Right. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Right. What I have here is that he thought you were talking to someone else, or there may have been a third party involved. What? And you say, I know. That's what's in his head, right? So, will you ever get back together again? I'm saying never say never, okay? I do feel he was very, very upset about it. So either somebody has told him something that he didn't feel he could say to you or want to challenge, but he certainly feels that there was someone else around you. Okay? Yeah, he couldn't feel he could bring himself to talk about it. He was upset. And it could have been somebody in your family or his family. I feel now that that ship has sailed. The world here is saying, let sleeping dogs lie, you're into a new chapter, you leave it behind and move on. We have very little time to actually, drag things around with us. That's why we need to let things go. So I feel that ship has sailed further for at least the next 12 months. But I feel as if there's something that he didn't actually tell you, and he thought that you were talking to somebody else. Would have been nice if he gave you the chance to explain, wouldn't it? But hey ho, that's where it goes. Okay. Let's have a look and see who we've got next. And we've got Jean. And Jean is saying, my stepson has been unbearable. Some days I can't even deal with his attitude. It's affecting my relationship with his father. Will things improve? Okay. So the reason why he's pushing stuff onto you is because he's angry. Now, the dynamics between, I don't know if his mum's passed or if he's angry at his dad. So the way he's taking it out and the mum and dad breakup is very much against you. All right. So the way to talk to him is not about what he's actually doing. So he might come in and slam the door. So you shout stuff, slamming the door. It's not slamming the door. Okay. What made him slam the door? Why is he angry? Why is he? And that's where what I've got with this young man. Let's have a look and see. Usually when we're at this point, do you know what? A little bit of counselling, a little bit of therapy. Just someone he can talk to about how he really truly feels. Because I feel this big kind of heavy weight in my chest that he carries the responsibility for something. He doesn't know how to deal with what's happened. He doesn't know how to process it. And all these shenanigans are all to do with not so much you and it's the situation he's in, right? It's not where he wants to be. But a mature person has to accept that we understand these things and move on, yeah? So I feel as if he needs some professional talking to, right? And I feel once you can get that done, whoa, it's something with his mother here. Very angry. Very, very angry. But it can be overcome, okay? So what I would suggest is he needs to go and talk to somebody, yeah, in order to get all this out. And then things will be better, all right? More communication. Lots of love and thanks for your question. Okay, we haven't got long to go now. We have Lydia. Hello, Lydia. And Lydia says, would there be any new work opportunities for me this year? I am a Gemini and I'm thinking about moving away from what I've been doing care work. Right, Lydia, nice question. Thinking about moving away from your care work. So let me have a look and see what is Lydia going to be doing in the new year. Well, are there any opportunities coming up for you? Outside of care work, I assume you mean. So are there any opportunities coming in for you, Lydia? I love this card because this is somebody bringing in an opportunity. This is an offer being made to you, right? Straight off the top of the pile of 78 cards and boosh, there it is. Somebody bringing in this opportunity, all right? Not only are they bringing in the opportunity, they're bringing the contract too. This is great news. This is fun, happiness, sheer delight, okay? Now, is it in the same line of work or not? To me, it seems like a promotion. An opportunity maybe within the company, but I do see you travelling a little further afield than you are doing now, right? And maybe you're working in one place in a nursing home, I don't know, but this is going out into the community. So I feel as if there's an opportunity like that. And I also want to then look at this. This is an opportunity as well. So this brings in renewed increase or an increase in finances. And here you've got, you're going on holiday too, because you've got the 3 of Wands, which is my card for a nice little trip away. So I would say there is an opportunity coming in for you this year, and I do feel as if it could be within the same kind of work, but I feel as if it's further away, or you're doing more travelling, or it's out in the community. But whatever is coming in is really exciting, because there is not only an offer but an opportunity here for maybe even running your own business. I'll leave that with you, and thanks very much for your question. Right, okay. Now we've got Marie. So I will just say that I am actually going to be logging on to the phone lines. So I finish here at 8 o'clock, and you will be able to get hold of me on asktheanswer.com if you want a reading or you want to ask more questions. That would be really nice. I'm there till 9 o'clock, so don't be shy. Come and say hi. I'm going to look at the TV, YouTube side of it now. We've got Cheryl Murray, Becky Rowe. Please be aware, I can't answer questions off this channel. However, it's really easy for you to go to www.asktheanswer.com, okay, and pose your question there. You can send your question for free, or you can upgrade if you want to answer quicker, and go the premium route. Yeah. Or if you're in the UK, which I don't know if you both are, you can text Anne with your name and your question to 077 00152500. And that is running down there. Okay, but that's only for UK, all right, viewers. All right, and we'll be back here next Monday. So we've now got Marie, and Marie says, what can you see in love and relationship? I recently met someone for 5 months, but we had a misunderstanding. Is he going to reach out soon? Ooh, bless you. Right, okay. I don't have any star signs or anything, Marie. If you are sending in texts, put the star sign on or the birth date. It just gives a bit more energy with that person. Right, Marie. Let's have a look and see. Is he going to reach out soon? Well, the long and short of it, as they say, is a yes. It's a resounding yes. He will apologise. I've got within the next 3 weeks. Hopefully it'll be a bit quicker. Could be a week, right? But there is an apology here. I do think he's sat and thought about it, and he does think that you've got something going on between you there. Let me just pull a love card for you to see what he's thinking. But I do feel he wants to take a chance. I do feel he's talking. I think he feels like he's still not in a really sound place. And this one is all about renewing and transformation and growing. So the Phoenix. So I do feel, for me, this is a yes. And then you can get past that, and then there's a lovely union of you two coming together. But here I've got the apology, okay? And here I've got him coming back to you with some kind of suggestion and a breakthrough. There he goes. Trying to work out what star sign he might be. I've got quite a lot of fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If not, he could be cussed with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. But I do feel as if he is going to be back in touch. Give him a week, okay, and he'll be back in touch. Right, okay, so thank you to all of you watching on YouTube. Thank you. Is everybody clear now? I'll be back here next Monday at 7. You can send your question in because tonight we won't get answered till next week. But it's really easy to do. Just go to the website www.asktheanswer.com and it will come up on the page Purple Hearts member. Make yourself a Purple Hearts member. It's for free, okay? And then you pose your question. If you want to be raring to go next time, you can be at the top of the pile, then go the premium route. You get a bit of extra time. You also get an extra card. So that is the VIP route. But to everyone, thank you for being there. You can also, if you take a note of this number, you can also send your question down through there. I have completed now all the questions because it's now coming up to 8 o'clock and I have to go and log on. So I'll be on that website in about 5 minutes, under 5 minutes, and I will be able to talk to you directly and answer any of your questions you might have, okay? So thank you once again for being there. Fabulous show. Thank you for all your questions. Always a privilege to read for you, okay? Have a lovely, lovely week. Take good care, and I'll see you next Monday, all right? Big hugs and kisses. Lots of love.